Okay, we have more mayhem on the interstates of United States of America. Hey, come up here and take a look there to your left. You got a wrecker pulling a truck out of the median. Now we're on Idaho 84 headed westbound. There's a car in the median there. And you look over there off to the left there, you can see a big truck in the ditch. And traffic's rolling real slow through here. Yeah, we're on 84 in Idaho, heading westbound. That's on the eastbound side. And take a look right there. You got a truck right there in the median. And traffic's backing up. Yeah, the reason why they're doing that is because the wind was blowing about 20, 25 mile an hour consistent with about 35 mile an hour gusts. It was pretty it was blowing pretty good. I had a heavy load, and plus the westbound side, the lanes were pretty dry. The reason why those lanes were messed up because that wind was blowing from the west, it was going east. And that blowing snow got up on that road and people driving on it and turned it to ice and slush. So it's real slick over there on that eastbound side. And with that wind blowing like it is, it's just wreaking havoc with those trucks over there, especially the lighter ones. The heavier ones were getting through okay, but you can tell why there's some that are messed up. Now, we're coming up here. That was just a mile ago. 1 mile away, that was at the 262. We're coming up here on the that was at the 263. We're coming up here on the 262. And again, on the eastbound side there of 84, you come up here, you look real close, there's a helicopter on the road. You're thinking, oh God, there's a bad accident. There's a helicopter on the road. Traffic is stopped, and I used my upper window camera. I see some ambulances right there. I was using my upper camera because, as you can see, this road was sitting lower than the eastbound side. And I tried to get up there, try to use this camera hoping it'd sit up higher, and it did. You can see a little bit better, but it wasn't bad. But and then we're coming up here, and you can't see the one wrecker, but there were two wreckers sitting in this traffic jam here, waiting to go another mile down the road to get those two trucks that were in the ditch before. And so they're sitting there waiting for these two wreckers in this traffic jam to get to them to pull them out of the ditch. Well, like I said, you can't see the one wrecker, but right here at the end on the left, you can see the last vehicle there is a big truck wrecker. And there's you'll see the backup here. I skipped to the next part of this video. The rest of it was just kind of boring. Open road, snow. Roads are pretty good though. But you come around this corner here, and excuse me, you'll see eastbound traffic. They closed 84 here at the 84-86 split. There's just trucks lined up. I mean, look at all them trucks. They're sitting there ready to go. Now, my bet, I didn't get on the radio and tell them about the accident. There was already other people doing that. They were pretty well informed from what I could hear. I mean, there were drivers. I did hear people on the CB telling them, but they sat there waiting. But you see a couple of trucks decide good now whether they wanted to take 86 east over to Pocatello or they were going that way or anyway. But if they knew how long they were going to sit there, their best bet would just take 86 and jump off 84 and just take 86 straight over to Pocatello and get on 15 there. Look, you got a big truck there across the median wanting to go back the other way. And just take 86 over to Pocatello and jump on 15 and go south that way. Now, you are adding a lot of extra miles doing that, but it's either that or who knows how long they were going to be sitting there. And it was backed up pretty good there. I ended up sitting in Wyoming the day before because the winds were kicking about 50, 55 mile an hour. Now, I had a heavy load. I could have went because it would have been a headwind, but I didn't feel like getting 3 miles to the gallon. So I shut her down in Laramie and I waited it out. I got on, and then I left the next day. Got over to the sisters. I was doing real good. Got over to the three sisters over there in western Wyoming. They're in 80 between Fort Brigger and Evanston. And it got a little slick there. We were down to 45 mile an hour up and down the sisters. Then I got into Utah, and it was snowing like a mother. It was snowing good there in Utah. I'm like, man, am I ever going to get through this load? And then I got to Idaho, and then I saw those accidents there. I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun. Wind's still blowing pretty good here, but it's a headwind for me. And I got the green light for the weigh station here, so I don't have to follow this double trailer hay baler going into the weigh station, so I got to bypass that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I made it to Boise that night. I spent the night in Boise, and I'm thinking, God, I hope cabbage is okay in Oregon. Well, I get the cabbage, and cabbage was good. I got up and over cabbage. Snow wasn't supposed to hit till later that day. And then I stopped at Pendleton down at the Arrowhead, and I'm thinking, which way am I going to go? Am I going to go over Snoqualmie, or am I going to go over the Portland and up? Well, I saw Snoqualmie was supposed to get hit with a lot of snow. So I said, well, I guess I'm driving the extra miles, drove over to Portland, and came up I-5. So that was my decision. And it's good, too, because Snoqualmie did have to throw chains. They had the chain law up, so I'm like, well, I'm out of there. Well, that's it for this video. So I just made it a quick, short one this time. And we will catch you on the flip-flop. Enjoy, everybody. Oh, and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And it really helps me out. All right. Y'all take care. We'll catch you on the flip-flop.